I have been fighting for over 2 years. A foe has arisen and captivated millions of people around the world into delusion. Ever since his inception, he has gained followers, but he has also gained enemies. Most of these on Twitter, including myself. Some people still stick up for skepticism, for reality, for debunking myths and pointing out obvious fallacies and inconsistencies. I have now brought this fight to you, YouTube, in order to preserve what is good about this world and dismantle what is wrong. The more people to whom I can connect, the better the world will be. I am here to expand my Twitter war, to make known to so many more people about the falsities coming from an account with no credibility and little accountability. His name is UberFacts, I am the Infernal Scripter, and it's time to start the end of this war. Now, I want my channel here to be a bastion of truth, a seeker of what is good, the only good. But I want to keep this pilot video short, so I'll only discuss UberFacts, his major descriptions, and a couple of his facts. I would first like to point out that 99.99% of his facts have no sources. We are expected to take him at his word. While we can research it for ourselves, he's betting on us not to do so. He created this ethos from nothing. If any of you have been following him for years like I have, then you know exactly how much credibility UberFacts has. None. He even used to have this displayed on his FAQ page. He actually says that people don't want to see the source for his information. This here comes directly from an article by BuzzFeed that discusses the inaccuracies in UberFacts' content. While UberFacts is probably not intentionally misleading, as Chris Sanchez, the founder of UberFacts, says that he vets every fact before posting it, I cannot allow him to build false credibility when so many of the things he says are wrong. I'm not attacking him personally, as I'm sure Chris is a great guy. After all, he's just someone looking for the truth, but the ideas he represents must be challenged. His facts are not 100% correct, and sometimes they aren't even facts. They're just something that happened with no outstanding quality, obviously excluding major points in history. For example, take this tweet. He just tells us a story. I'm sorry, but this does not belong on a page dedicated to sharing Uber facts with people. Uber means outstanding. A fact is something that is indisputably the case, truthful, accurate. By definition, the page UberFacts must abide by truth and having an outstanding quality, unless, of course, the title is simply bait for more clicks. I would say that the majority of the facts UberFacts shares with the world are true. I've done my fair amount of researching and double-checking them, especially the interesting ones, and I found that most are true. Following the Uber part is less common. Now let's look at a couple which he has tweeted. First, Panama. Now, I've studied geography as long as I've been alive. I like maps. But Panama is not the only place where one can see the sun rise in one ocean and set in another. The southern tip of Argentina has the same effect as Panama, just colder. This is assuming that the Atlantic is on the east and the Pacific is on the west. Now wait, his tweet says that the oceans are on the opposite sides of where they actually are, right? I have to give him credit for this. There is a section of Panama where the Pacific is actually on the east, as we see here. However, please notice how the Atlantic is not on the west. The Caribbean is. While the Caribbean Sea connects to the Atlantic Ocean, the two cannot be conflated. Therefore, this is not necessarily true. Second, cryovolcanoes. Here we have a simple linguistic issue. He uses the word possible when talking about something that has been discovered. If something is truly discovered, then possible cannot be used. Certain must be used instead. Otherwise, if something is only possible and not completely certain, then it hasn't been discovered. It must necessarily be at least slightly covered or ambiguous. Now, because I don't know which one of these is the case, as I've yet to actually research this one in full, I can't accept it as a fact. This contradicts itself. A thing cannot be possible and discovered at the same time. Now, I want to end this video with a look at this. UberFacts. After having social media accounts, a web page, an app, and even going on the Today Show, now has a book. His popularity only grows. Because of this, I wish not to dismantle him or his page. I wish not to insult him in any way. I wish only to correct him. If his content continues to grow in popularity like this, I want it to be accurate and source-heavy. I wish to improve him. I wish to bring skepticism and a certain knowledge into the conversation. I wish to make people think by themselves again. Thanks for listening. More videos will come soon. May the truth guide you.